Hello, today I'd like to bring you the beginnings of our research on a case study. A case study is something that happened to somebody else. If we can get the details on that case, then maybe we can learn from what happened to somebody else. And well, maybe, just maybe, we don't have to endure those same things ourselves. And so this is a recent case, the case on Christmas Day, a shooting on Christmas Day. And so when we hear that in a headline, we look at that and go, well, what could that be? Would it be alcohol be involved? Probably not. Would it be domestic? Maybe not. Would it be a carjacking? No. Robbing liquor stores? No. This is a negligent shooting at home. And so our shooter, middle-aged man in his 30s, and so he gets together, and on Christmas he's going to treat himself to his own Christmas present. Many of us would do that. And so here's a thought. Think back a little ways anyway, and if on Christmas Day, if you got that shiny new bicycle, what would you want to be doing with it on Christmas afternoon? Probably riding around the neighborhood. What if instead you got the electric train set? You'd like to be playing with the train. And so it goes. All those things we get for Christmas, we'd like to be out there fiddling with them on Christmas Day. And so what he had given himself for Christmas was a brand new .45 caliber handgun. So on Christmas Day, he wanted to go out and use that handgun and see what it was going to be like. So not such a bad idea up till so far. So he lives in a rural neighborhood, and so there are other people around. It's not really tight in there, but everybody's on their own little piece of land, and there's houses surrounding here everywhere. And so he begins to do some test shooting, and one of his shots travels outside of his property lines, onto the next block, and the next block, and the next block, until it finds a grandmother sitting on the covered front porch, grandbaby in her left arm, another baby in the stroller at her feet, and her family members around, and they are enjoying Christmas afternoon like most of the neighborhood is enjoying. And so they'd even heard the gunshots, but didn't pay much attention to them because it wasn't that strange. Everybody has guns in this neighborhood. But what happened then is that she became struck by one of those errant .45s. It killed her on the spot. And so the study goes, how could that happen? Not a mystery, in that the shooter was easy to find. He didn't do it on purpose. He didn't wake up that morning and say, I know what I'll do. I'll go out and shoot somebody today. No. It was a mistaken shot, a negligent shot. And so there are lots of lessons to be learned on this one. So as we continue our research for most of today and through the weekend, we'll have more details put together, and I will post a more detailed study on this as we get the facts and put them together. So thanks for listening to us. If you're interested in what the rest of the story would be, then by all means, stick around and they'll have the rest of the story. Thanks for tuning in.